guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are doing well, staying blessed. So in this video, I'm just gonna do a story time for you guys. And this is when I drive on the road. So as many of you know from the past when I talked about truck driving, so I've been driving for 15 years now. I did some over the road, dedicated, regional, and now I do local where I can be home every day, and I enjoy it now, and be home and get to sleep in my own bed, shower in my own bed, eat my own food, all this stuff, right? But the driving is pretty crazy out there, especially, with the newer generation coming in, and seeing how they drive and being caught in the middle of certain situations, because today's era, many drivers drive their semis as if they're driving their personal vehicle. They drive it fast as if they're racing, and it could be scary sometimes for many people out there on the road. Tailgating also plays a big part of that. I know when I was getting my CDL, 15, 16 years ago, my teacher at the time, he was a retired truck driver. Many of them in the training were. So they were teaching us about following distance, and back then, when I was, at least at my time of driving, tailgating at that time wasn't as bad. That I experienced wasn't that bad, and trucks weren't, from my experience, weren't racing or feeling the need to race at that time as I see now. Like I said, from 15 years ago, all the way to now, there's been new, younger ones, young, and many more, getting into drugs, and you'll see them tailgating like crazy, little four-wheelers, other semis, and they drive these trucks like they're driving their personal vehicle, like they forget they have a load in the back of their truck, guys. And so my thing when I drive, there's times when I'm driving in a semi, like I could drive in a semi will like swerve halfway in my lane, trying to almost run me off the road, and it's like, what's your problem? So it's stuff like that other semi drivers gotta deal with. I know there's a lot of good professionals out there, but then you also got a lot of these, like, I don't care attitude, and that's what we're at right now. So, and it kind of sucks that we gotta be on the road with these types of people, and it even sucks that, that they just hand out CDLs now like nothing, and like every driver pretty much has family to come back home to, and see, guys, what I experienced on the road. Maybe one night, maybe I'll put it on live if you guys would like to see when I drive, and take a drive with me to where, at least halfway where I go, or midway, so you get a live view of what it is to drive. So if you would like to see something like that, I could drop a comment down below. Let me know if that'll be something you'll be into. I'll schedule one. Let you know what day I'll do it, so you can kind of get a look of what it is. So, and it'll be interesting. So, yeah, tailgating, guys, like, it's just crazy how some drivers will try to run you off the road, tailgate you, brake check. So if you're looking to get your CDL, guys, don't be one of those drivers. Be a professional. You got drivers out here trying to kill people, just from what I see, my experiences with drivers. And when I look at them, I trip out as to like how young they look, or like, maybe they're from another country or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And but at the end of the day, it's like, why? It's like, well, what's your intentions? Why do you want to hurt another driver? Trying to do his job and go home. And it's not just me, guys, that I experience this. I see, like I said, I drive on a road where there's tons of semis, tons of cars, so tons of buses. So it's just bizarre. Even four-wheelers when they're tailgating a semi truck, and when they tailgate me, like being on my rear end, meaning that they're like literally on my bumper. It almost looks like that's how close they ride to me. Now me, I don't hit my brakes or nothing like that, because I'm not out there trying to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to do any of that. But you know what I'd say is that if that four-wheeler or even that semi that they say that can't stop on a dime, if I had to hit my brakes or stop on my brakes because of something going on ahead of me, these cars behind me in semis ain't gonna have no chance to stop, no reaction time, or their reaction's gonna be too slow, and that's what I hope not, it don't happen one day. One time I was coming back from California, and there's a curved road, right? Curved road. And it curves. So as I'm coming down, like this, this other semi comes speeding down. Mind you, it's a 55-mile zone for construction. This guy comes up, speeding down this way, all the way like 3/4 into my lane, and almost pushing me off the edge of the bridge. But I didn't panic. I stood in my lane. I just scoot over a little bit, just so he can have more room, so he don't hit my truck, because he was about this close of hitting my truck, almost to the edge. And he comes down speeding super fast, going, I want to say almost like 65, if that, 65 or so, just turning that. And it's like, sometimes I wonder if I'm ever gonna make it home one night, or you know what I mean. So it's scary, guys. It can get scary sometimes. Me, it's just, it's like you go to work to provide, pay your bills, but yet you also gotta be aware, 100% driving. Be aware, play defense, not offense. Offense, if you're playing offense, that means that you're gonna be tailgating and all this stuff, brake checking everybody, and etc. When you just need to play defense and play defense with those that are brake checking, those that are tailgating. Those that are tailgating, you can't really do much. And if you do hit your brakes on them, just know that you can also get in trouble. I don't know if your states have it, but I know over here where I am, like, we could get in trouble. I could get in trouble if I hit my brakes on somebody and they hit me and I was the cause of them hitting me. I could probably lose I can lose my license, probably do jail time, pay a fine, etc. for, brake checking somebody and them causing an accident. And trust me, it sucks that you have to be patient on the road. Like I said, the way that generations are now, it seems like tailgating is the norm. And I'm not used to that. And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to respect. I'm used to, like, many are having respect someone's space. You know what I'm saying? To football field's length, etc. That's what I'm used to. Even when I was 16 driving, when I didn't have my license before, my CDL wise, I was always taught about safe distance, and I always, even to this day, I drive like that. I always try to avoid being on somebody, because that's just how I was taught. Now, those who are on my butt, I'm not used to that, so I don't know how to react to that or take that, but it almost feels like the new norm, because many do it, and then it sucks, because if something happens to you, regardless if you're a motorcyclist, besides you're a motorcyclist, a car, four-wheeler, semi, whatever it is that you drive, and you tailgate somebody and you get in an accident and you lose your life, or somebody else gets hurt, I mean, it's pretty dumb for someone to be doing that, That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. I don't like when people do that, not even when I see it, because I'm like, what's your rush? You know what I'm saying? Like, or worse yet, when you're like not even close to a car or even a semi, right? And you're just cruising it, just driving, and they're hitting their brakes on you for no apparent reason, right? And there's no cars in front of them. It's like, why are you hitting your brakes? It don't make sense, Like, I don't get it. What's wrong with people these days? And I say this because this is what I experience as a driver. Even in my own personal cars, I experience stuff like this. And what's crazy is that these people, whoever they are, think like it's not bad, like it's cool or something. I don't know. Do you guys ever experience stuff like that? Or do you guys ever do stuff like that? Don't be afraid to say that you do. It's fine. Because I know at one point, I ain't gonna lie, I tried it. I was like, I tried to tailgate intentionally. I'll put it out there purposely, just to see what it is, what these people really see about this. So I thought about it one day. I was like, let me just try it out of the blue. I was in my personal car though, and the guy or the people that I was doing that on, there was cars ahead of them also. So it was not like I just came up to them and just started doing it, right? Like starting crap. No, it wasn't like that. It was like a long line, I was still ways. I caught up to them, so I stood on them. And then I was so close. But then they hit their brakes. Nobody in front of them hit their brakes because my ride is pretty tall, so you can see in the front. Nobody in front of them hit their brakes, but they hit their brakes. So it caused me to kind of swerve out the way a little bit. And I said, so this is what it is. It's my luck. I guess it's just luck. I mean, because, I don't know. And I just stopped after that. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to risk losing my life or risk losing my vehicle just to be a dummy out there, you know. So, like I said, guys, I call it what I'm seeing. I call it like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I said I drive with a bunch of dummies, you know, when I do drive, and it sucks. And I'm speaking on four-wheelers, and I'm speaking with the semis. And I get more upset with semis because they know better for distance, following distance, but they don't apply it. I see them tailgating four-wheelers, you know, especially because I don't really I don't tailgate four-wheelers at all in my semi. For one reason is because, well, one, I like to keep my distance, and two, is because I'm not a dummy where I don't know if this four-wheeler has kids in the car. You know, you're putting their lives at risk in case you slam into them. You know what I mean? So you're putting people's lives in jeopardy when you're riding on them so closely. So that's where I was like, I don't do that in my semi. I don't brake check four-wheelers when I'm in my semi, nor semi-drivers themselves. Do you get aggravated? I do get aggravated when their semis are literally tailgating me so close, because they're supposed to be professionals, you know, but do I ignore it? I ignore them in back of me. You have to. Otherwise, it's going to eat you. And sometimes, many of them do it intentionally. Some of them will do it when they have the whole road ahead of them. Like, nobody's in front of me, nobody's around. But they'll still stay on you. And to me, that's how road rage starts. And, you know, I just don't get it. Do you guys get it? Because I don't. I just don't see the purpose of someone being on somebody else, trying to get them mad, start stuff with them. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I've been 16, I'm 44 now, so I've been driving a long time, car and semi. So, like I said, and out of my whole career driving, knock on wood, I have no accidents, but I have one ticket that I just recently got. But I never had no tickets out of my 15, 16 years of driving. I just got my first, like, last 2 years ago, so that should be coming off already, my points. But that was my mistake. But other than that, guys, like, my CDL's clean, good driving record, all that, and so no accidents, knock on wood. I always try to do safe. I do my pre-trips, my mid-trips, my post-trips, always making sure my tractor, my trailer is always good. Everything's good on it. Everything's working properly. You know, everything's in the engine's mounted securely. No ABCs on it. On nothing. The rims, the studs, the bolts, the inner line, hoses, airlines, brakes, you know, chambers, hoses, you know, slack adjusters, everything. Mirrors, So I always try to make sure like everything's good before I head out. But those are my experiences driving, guys. What was another one? Like a four-wheeler one time. I'm driving. I'm going 65 because I leave the speed limit 65. And I'm going. And this car almost hits my steer tire on the driver's side. That's how close it got to me. I had to like hit my brakes because that guy almost hit my steer tires. Jeez, who knows what would have happened if he hit my steers. Probably nothing good will come out of it. It's either gonna hurt both of us, him or me. And trust me, guys, like, I don't know what people's problems is when they're always trying to hurt a semi-driver, or even a semi-driver trying to hurt a four-wheeler. I've seen it. I just don't get it. You know, we all gotta share the roads. You know, and why can't we just share the road? You know what I mean? Why do you need to brake check somebody? Why do you need to tailgate somebody? Let them cruise it. You don't need to be on their tail, you know, because over here where I live, there's been a lot of shootings because of road rage. And I'm sure it happens everywhere, but tailgating, brake checking, cutting somebody off, I think those are the three big ones that will cause road rage. So please, guys, I say, if you do that, just stop. It's not worth it. And if you don't do it, but they do, and you're getting that done to you, just work on patience. Be patient, guys. Eventually, someday they're gonna go around you. You know. So at least it's just generations coming in. The younger they get, it's an ego thing. You know, I was once young, you know, and had an ego problem. You know, I was full of ego, always trying to prove something. But when as you get older, you start maturing, and none of that even matters no more. So now you got these generations coming in, younger. And social media takes a hold of them, you know, and they just going off social media. Then they start doing reckless things outside, and you know, and it's a sad world, you know. We need to teach our youth better, you know, and especially how to drive and show morals out here in the streets. And semi-drivers, if you out here and you feel like you driving your personal car, then I mean, personally, I think you need to drop your CDL, because you're not a professional. You're just being a big hazard to everyone else, driving a big truck. That's how I feel about it, guys, because, man, I drive daily with a bunch of beep, you know, and it's just annoying, guys. I don't drive, to me personally, I don't drive with professionals. Not many of them, at least. Just because you drive a truck doesn't mean you're a truck driver. You know why? Because the truck drivers, professional truck drivers, have courtesy, respect, and patience, and love for the road. And those who don't are candy machine CDL holders. They're just giving their CDL. Those are the ones that are tailgating you, cutting you off, brake checking you. Don't use blinkers. None of that stuff they care about. Those ain't real drivers. Those are just individuals who got a CDL just to drive a big truck. Not everybody's a real trucker, but there are a lot that are. That's the difference between the two. And it's all because the generations that are coming in and destroying the industry of trucking, guys. Let's do better. I see it on a daily, guys. Let's do better, from four-wheelers, semis, You know, guys, and I say this because I drive with this on a daily, and it's annoying. I see a bunch of accidents on a daily. A bunch of accidents, guys. And it's just crazy. You know why? Because it's like, what is it? It's like almost like an accident every day. You'll see a semi get burned, flipped over on the side of the road, smashed into a four-wheeler, and the biggest thing is it sucks is people die. The next biggest thing is it shuts down the highway for hours. Excuse me. For hours. And causing a big delay. So it sucks, guys. That's why I say, if anybody, a supporter of mine, does this, please stop. Because if you do it, I don't want to see you guys get hurt in any way, nor hurt anybody else. Let's change this train wreck. Let's bring awareness to this train wreck, because obviously it's gonna be a continuous thing. Many people get mad from it. They road rage. They want to fight. They want to shoot, and people get hurt involved. Kids get hurt and get when stuff like this happens. So let's change this already, man. Because as a semi driver, it annoys me with my fellow semi drivers that they're supposed to be driving as professionals, but yet they trying to hurt somebody. And four-wheelers, and my four-wheelers are a lot of monkey see, monkey do type people. So if they see a semi tailgating one individual, they're gonna go tailgate that individual just like that semi is. So they copy. Trust me, guys, I'm gonna show you one night when I drive. I'll take you along with me. You can see what I'm talking about. And but yeah, that's enough with the whisper ramble video, guys. I just wanted to whisper ramble about my experiences in driving. And let me know what you guys think. Drop comments below, guys. Support the channel. If turn on all your notifications. Hit all on your notifications. Like the comments, or like the chat, like the video, guys. Subscribe, comment, guys, below. It helps the algorithm. And yeah, I have 2732. So I'm almost to 3,000 watch time hours, guys. So please watch these videos. It'll help me help you. So yeah. Or help me. It'll help me. So, and I can start doing things or apply, as it says, and so I can try to start getting paid on here. So, it helps, guys. That's what I want to do. If you enjoy these type of videos, drop a comment also. Let me know what you guys think. Guys, I could give you stories on these too. But I want to bring more awareness to this channel, guys, about reckless driving, because it's happening more and more on a daily. This world is getting crazy. This world is getting out of hand, and it's becoming sickening, disgusting, and disturbing. And I just can't take it no more with these people that want to come out and hurt people, So, and like I said, this is my whisper ramble, my experience in truck driving. Let's do better. Alright, guys, thank y'all, and thank y'all for love and support. Amen. Have a good one.